Alright guys, you already know the drill. New week, new Odyssey. Let's take it to the sky. By sky. How fitting. Alright, so let's have a look here, shall we? A nice and easy map. A nice and easy map. A nice and easy a nice and easy map. An easy enough map. This could cause some trouble. Okay. So, when life gives you wings, these monkeys gotta fly. Oh! And it's an extreme Odyssey. Interesting. Did that come up the first time we opened the Odyssey? Or did it just show this part? Because I feel like if it was extreme mode, it would be a little bit more obvious. Anyway, so we know the drill with extreme mode Odysseys. Luckily, we've been blessed with 4 easy maps and then 1 difficult one. So we can just try and save as many towers on these 4 maps and then get into the last map with everything we've got left over. So, let's have a look at the rules. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, we've got custom rounds, which is always just a nightmare until you figure out what's going on. And this Odyssey doesn't really give you any hint as to what's going on with just the title and the little tagline. Take it to the sky, so yeah, we're going to be using flying towers, perhaps, like a helicopter or a plane, but there's no sort of hint as to what the custom round might be. But regrow rate is down to 70% of what it normally is, and balloon speed is down to 80% of what it normally is. Alright, is that going to be consistent throughout the maps? Let's have a look. So that's hard standard 1 to 80. It looks consistent. Hard standard 11 to 85, starting off with 2000. Medium double HP Moabs 21 to 90, with 4,500 to start off with. That's quite generous to start with. Medium alternate balloons rounds, 7,000 cash to start off with, 31 to 95. That's probably the furthest we've been in an Odyssey before, in terms of rounds. And last one, easy impoppable. So essentially just easy mode, but with 1 life. And we're going from 41 to 95. Okay, so let's take it to the sky. It seems like they're ramping up in how far we're going round-wise and how soon, or how much later we're starting. So we're starting 1 to 80, and then it's 11 to 85, and then 21 to 90, 31 to 95, 41 to 95. So I guess we'll see if that actually makes it any more difficult or easier as we go along. But let's have a look at the crew details. Hey, they fixed it! That's very nice. Okay, so we're only allowed to use Etienne, which makes sense. He's the only hero that's got flying objects related to him. But we're also allowed to use a wide range of monkeys as well. Not just flying types. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad they fixed this. They took their time, but they got there in the end. Alright, so there we go. We got 28 total towers that we can have. And 16 different ones. Or different options. Oh god. I can see why we get 28. So obviously we're getting Etienne. Look at all these restrictions. Okay, so that's how they've done it. So they have technically nudged us towards using planes and helis. I think it's best to just max those out now because, I mean, we're allowed to go free range on those guys, whereas everybody else is limited quite heavily. So what's a good tier 2 tower? Oh god. Well... Oh, you can only have 3? Okay, well, that kinda sucks, but yeah, village. Tier 2 gets you camera detection. That's amazing. Other than that, we're gonna have to find camera detection either through a different upgrade path, which is gonna sadly weaken our strategy. Wall of Fire. Amazing. Is the top path lightning after 2? Yeah, because it goes hard thorns, lightning, and then Wait, what does it go on the top half? Hardthorn's lightning, whirlwind, ball of lightning, and then superstorm, right? So that's pretty good if we can get up to lightning. That'll be quite a good chunk of damage early on. This guy, he won't get double guns, so I don't like that idea. Spike Factory could be handy. We'll keep it in there for now, but we won't leave it just yet. Dartling Gunner can't pop leads like that, I don't think. Unless, of course, we have the Alchemist. Sniper? Not amazing. None of these are really amazing when they're limited to 2. But we are allowed monkey knowledge, so no. Let's not do that. Okay, we've got 8 more spots to fill. Ice Monkey's actually pretty good at 022. We could try it out. I don't usually use Ice Monkeys, but it could be handy. Subs. 100% subs. Subs are great. Why are we now not able to choose... Oh, okay, that's fine. Banana farms are pretty good. Just at tier 2. Or do we just evenly round off our whole team like that? So let's think about this. What's our early game gonna be for each map? This map's got water, this map has this one, and this one. So we could potentially start off with a boat, or an ice monkey, or a druid, or a wizard. I think we should be able to afford all of them off the start, especially because they're giving us a bunch of cash later on, so we can start with a plane if we really need to. But overall, I think the goal is going to be to get Etienne, go for the plane, either get ourselves a Spectre or a Sky Shredder, and then, depending on what round we start on, either give the camo detection straight to the plane, or wait for Etienne to give it to everybody. So, I think that's the plan. I don't see any clear holes in the plan, especially with 3 villages to save us on the last 3 maps. Let's go. Extreme Odysseys do take a little bit longer to figure out and set up for, to be honest. But since we're only going at 80, we're going to try our best to do it with just Etienne for as long as we can. Oh god. Okay, so the custom rounds is seemingly just mixing all the balloons from the round into one type of that balloon. Or okay, to sum it up easily, they're condensing the rounds. So it's still the same amount of balloons, it's just condensed into 0 spacing. Alright, so now that we can afford the Monkey Ace, we'll put it down, fairly centralized around here. And we are going to be going for the bottom path Spectre. Just because I feel like I've done enough testing to know that, yeah, the Sky Shredder's probably a lot stronger against more things, but the Spectre overall is just a brilliant damage dealer to everything early and late game. Like, even Wave 63, absolutely destroyed if you can get a Spectre. So hopefully we can do that. But yeah, this definitely seems like interesting custom rounds. It's just gonna be like, you'll only see like 3 or 4 balloons on the screen at a time, unless they start getting popped. It'll be interesting to see how this works with regrow balloons. It might be easier for them to regrow, which is gonna suck. But we'll figure it out. There's only one really difficult map, and that's High Finance. And even then, that's not the worst thing in the world, just because we start off with so much cash at the beginning. So we should be fine for that. Alright. Sorry for the late start today, guys. I had work placement. So essentially I just had to go into a workplace for TAFE and basically just get shown the ropes, get taken through a few things, but it was quite fun. All the people that work there are quite lovely and really took care of me, so I appreciate it, and it was great fun in the end. They even had me do a fitness test that I hadn't done before, never missed targeting, so that was good too, and I got a feel for it. But yeah, had great fun, but I did get home a little bit later than usual, so that means this video is obviously going to be released a little later than usual. Alright, so this is what I'm going to call officially the Spectre test. Simply because I don't know how far a Spectre can get on its own. So, with the only helpful addition being Etienne, we're going to see how far this Spectre can get. And obviously, Etienne's drones have camo detection. Oh, actually, hold up. We don't have anything for lead popping power. Let's go... Let's go Druid. Place a Druid first. Not because I don't like Druids, or because I think they're dispendable. Or expendable, not dispendable. Dispensable, I guess. But yeah, let's go for a 220 Druid to save us on the lead front, and then by the time Etienne gets this upgrade, 59 will be no problem whatsoever. Alright, we seem to be fine with handling the camos for now. Etienne will eventually give camo detection to our Spectre and our Druid. So, sadly we can't rely on our Spectre only. As much as I was just about getting into telling you guys that we were going to try and rely on the Spectre only. But essentially, I don't know how far the Spectre can get solo. So I really wanted to test that out. And in the Odyssey is probably one of the best places to do it, just because, I mean, it's pretty much real experience. Okay, so now we can go for lots more darts, because we know for a fact that camo detection is given. Alright, so now we're literally just saving up for the Spectre, because we can't buy anything else, and I really don't want to place any more towers. So, this is essentially what my screen's going to look like until we hit 25 grand, or until the balloons overwhelm us and almost kill us. Hopefully it won't come to that. We're most likely going to need to use our ability on wave 40. But luckily, since that doesn't involve placing a tower, we can see how we do without it, and then correct it by using it if we need to. Alright. How are we looking without it? Not bad. Not bad. We actually smashed quite well there. Alright, so yeah, the reason I chose the Druid was just it's pretty quick lead popping power, and Etienne was pretty close to level 8, so I wasn't too worried about camo leads either. But for the future maps, obviously we won't have a Druid every single time we start, but we will also have a Wizard Monkey where we could do like a Wall of Fire, or we could go for a Monkey Sub and go for Heat Tip Darts, if we so desired. Or even an Ice Monkey, because the top path can pop leads pretty easily. Right? Yeah, Metal Freeze, there you go. But yeah, these rounds are seeming quite weird, just because the spacing is so wrong. It's quite funny. Alright, that's fine. The Druid just needs a couple more pass-throughs. There we go. And then soon enough, our Spectre will emerge, and leads will be a thing of the past. Damn. It is a little bit scarier when you do have, like, zero spacing on the balloons, just because you don't know how far that balloon's gonna get. Like, you don't know how many is underneath that balloon, so you can't really be sure if you're about to finish popping it or not. Alright. Just about to hit our mark here. Another 1,000 exactly. And we'll be on the ball. And boom. Absolute destruction is guaranteed. So, we're going to see how far we can get with just these two and Etienne for now. Oh, hey, $3. So, I don't usually do editing in the first video, but I think I'll make an exception, because otherwise you guys are just going to sit around here waiting for me to get to round 80. So, if I come up to any problems or issues or times where I have to use my abilities, I'll let you know. Other than that, we're going to see if this can crush Wave 80 solo. Alright team, this has been pretty cruisy, not gonna lie. There's been no issues, I haven't even needed to use my abilities yet, so this will be the first time I'm actually using them now. And just to speed this up really. Absolutely destroyed. Easy enough. So there you go, you can get through that one with just 2 towers and 64 grand spare. If you really do need to place any more. There you go, 27 out of 29, easily done. Let's move on. Alright, so now I believe we're starting on round 11 with a little bit more cash. So we'll start off with Etienne again. And I want to say the plane. Like, I know we have Helipilot as well, but Helipilot's just not great in my mind. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good tower. I just don't use it all that much. So, I'm gonna stick with my Monkey Ace. Just because I know it a bit better. And I think, personally, it's a bit stronger. So, let's do that. Alright, let's send it. We are gonna need something to pop leads. I do realize this. And so, my sacrificial lamb for this game is going to be... Could it be a Spike Factory? No, Spike Factory would be a terrible one. Let's do a... Ooh, maybe not. Is a Wizard Monkey actually that consistent? Okay, so this map might be a little bit more difficult. We'll just go for... We'll go for a monkey sub. I think I've figured this one out. We'll go for a monkey sub with heat tip darts and the advanced intel, of course. So the heat tip darts for the lead balloons, and of course the advanced intel so it can actually see beyond, to put it lightly. Right, and then Etienne's got the first few camo detection covered, and then our plane can carry once it gets to 4th tier. So let's see how that goes, and then we'll take it from there. So there's advanced intel, nice and easy. Can actually start assisting now from a distance. We'll save up for never miss, and then for rapid fire and lots more darts, and then we'll see how we go getting that 4th tier. Alright, not too bad. But yeah, once we get never miss, suddenly becomes a heck of a lot easier to deal with anything and everything at all times forever. Not to say that never miss targeting is one of the best upgrades in the game. It most certainly is, but yeah, no, it's just an amazing upgrade. There's really no downside to it, if I'm honest. Automatically seek out balloons instead of firing randomly in the 8 cardinal directions. Is it cardinal? Ordinal? Anyway, it shoots a little bit more accurately than it usually does. Alright, so let's get lots more darts. Yeah, we know it can't pop leads. That's what the sub's for. Thank you. Should probably put him on strong. Actually, no, first. It'd be alright to put him on strong for now, just because leads are most likely going to be one of the strongest things coming out. But later on, once we get to, like, wave 59, there could be ceramics with leads, which would just leave the leads to go straight through. So we can't really do that. Alright, so I think we're cruising pretty easily at this point. Thus, I will see you guys if we can afford the Spectre. If not, and something goes wrong, I will see you guys when that happens too. Jesus, okay. I don't know what happened there, but we lost quite a big chunk of lives. I need to actually be a bit more careful. Because that was quite a lot of lives. Not gonna lie, that was quite scary. So I need to be a bit more on the ball with that. Because that could have easily killed us. But that's the thing though. I'm assuming these rounds are just condensed. They're not actually made any harder. They're just all 0 spacing. Etienne, help us out here, please. We are struggle-lugging. Hopefully once we get this Spectre though, if we get this Spectre, we should be all good though. Come on, just another 1,000. Etienne's almost got his ability back, just in case. But damn, this is... Some of these rounds can surprise you, so definitely be on your guard for rounds that are getting quite close to the end. Just be prepared for it. Alright, there you go. We've got our Spectre. That should carry us to at least round 80 solo. I don't know about round 85. We'll see how it goes, okay? So, I'll see you guys when we're in trouble. Alright, team. We seem to have been good so far. Once again, the Spectre does seem to be able to pretty much carry us to wave 80 by itself. Now, if you're not like me, and you have a pretty good level of intelligence, you see, I made a big mistake in these first 2 maps, and obviously I lost half my lives because of it, but in fact if I didn't have the mana shield I'd be dead. But here's the thing, right? I've been basing my choices during this Odyssey thinking about extreme mode Odysseys in the past. Now, extreme mode Odysseys in the past were usually 20 towers total, and then thered be some sort of, I don't know about how many towers you could have each, like maybe 6 or something. But I've been thinking of this Odyssey like those Odysseys, but it is not. So I've been trying to ration out towers as much as I can, but we really don't need to. Because before this guy just blows up, we win. If we have a look at the rules, maybe not in the rules actually, we'll win, and then we'll have a look at the rules and everything like that. And I'll show you why I'm a big dum-dum. So let's just make sure that we win this for sure. And then this one as well. Yep, there we go. Okay, so easy win with only 2 towers once again. But there is where the issue currently lies. Yes, I've only used 4 towers and we're almost halfway through the maps. But we've got 25 towers that we could use right now, right? There lies the problem. Because I've always thought of it as extreme mode Odysseys are usually like 20 towers max. So I think 5 maps, 20 towers, 4 per map, and then 1 hero on top of that. But obviously that's not the case this time. And we've got a little bit more leeway. We've got 28 towers and 5 maps. So roughly 5 towers per map. So you really don't have to go too insane and try and finish each map with only using 2 towers plus Etienne, because, you know, you could end up like me, where I've lost half of my lives, and if I didn't have a mana shield, I would in fact be dead. So, don't listen to me. Go 3 or 4 towers if you need to, by all means, it should be fine. Just make sure you've got enough towers when you get to high finance to kick some butt. Because these compressed or condensed rounds are posing quite a big threat if you let a balloon through. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So hopefully you guys do a little bit better than me, even if you do use 1 more tower, or 2 more towers, or even 3 more towers, because you have towers to spend here. Alright, so that's part 1 of the Let's Take It to the Sky Odyssey by Sky. Thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, part 2 will be out tomorrow, same time. And I will see you all then. Take care, guys.